Hello and welcome to another video. So to round out the Wave 3 stuff that I've picked up so far, I don't know if I'm going to have much more of it unless I pick up the turtle guy eventually, which is the only one of the one I'm interested in right now. We do have the Haos Nillious. I think this is the only one out of the three that I picked up that doesn't have a duplicate of something we already have in it, which is actually really cool. And this one I think has a couple of really interesting ones that I'm actually quite happy to get into. The Ultra Nillious will be really awesome to get into, which will be amazing, and I think the others are going to be quite good. So let's just get right into this. If you have watched my other videos, you know I picked these up from my local Target in Australia. They're actually one of the only places that I know of right now when I picked this up, as this video is going out a little bit later than when I, of course, picked these guys up. We'll get to those in a moment. But I picked them up for $15 as they have their introductory sale, which is about $10 US. So very impressive pricing as far as it goes. I also have all the Wave 1 stuff, which will be coming eventually, so that'll be great too. So I like to start with the cores. Let's get those open and out of here before we move on to, of course, the cards, Bakugan, and then the Ultra. So, okay, getting these out. Alright, here we go. So the first one's a 250 shield, that's okay. A 50 plus 2 green fist, not a big fan of these really weak green fists. So that's why we're not really going over them, because I really don't like them. 100 for both Aquas and Ventus, that's actually not half bad. And a plus 400 for Pyrus and Darkus, not great. So a lot of these cores I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. I've opened quite a few cores now, and they're pretty middle of the road most of the time. There are a couple of really good cores, and I mainly would want to get duplicates of those. I think there's a lot of weak cores that are just not good to play with, and I wouldn't use in a deck most of the time, unless, of course, they become useful later on, which is always possible. It's possible they could create some amazing ones, which would be awesome. Also, I just took a quick gander at how hard it's going to be to close up Nillious, and apparently it's a level 3, so we're definitely going to want to keep this little instruction to fold him up book on hand, and the other one's just a small rulebook that I've looked at plenty of times now, and I'm not that interested in checking out. So this is one of the reasons I was most interested in this deck, as the cards that it comes with, when the camera will decide it wants to, hey, focus on an actual card for once, which it never seems to want to, so that's a little disappointing. Let's see if we can get this to focus up on it. Nope, it's just been a complete nightmare to get focused, but if we hold the card back here a little bit, it's at least kind of noticeable. So the first card is Pegatrix. It's going to be the black one. I actually really wanted a Darkus Pegatrix because it is an awesome design. It's a 205, which is okay, I guess, for a Darkus Pegatrix. I'd need to see evolves to know if they're really good. So this is actually going to now be our second Serpenteze as well, which is a Ventus Serpenteze. I really love Ventus's Serpenteze's design and artwork. It's a really cool card, and it's actually got a +4 when you land on a green fist, and it is a double green fist itself, so that's actually going to be quite handy. And it looks like these cards are completely out of order again, as they've put Ultra Nillious right into the mix of other cards here. So here we go, the Nillious Ultra in Haos, which I think I may... No, I don't think I have the Evos for. I have normal Nillious Evos. I don't think I have any Ultra Nillious Evos, but definitely not a bad start with 405 as its base, and of course a shield and green fist. Now we've got which these cards are never in the proper order either, so I can actually look at the English version. Unrivaled Jump. It is a +900B for 5. Really not a fan of that kind of cost for once. There's just straight up better cards and other attributes that you could potentially use. Cycling Ika, again, another card that I'm not even really want to go over because it's just not a card I'm a big fan of, and if you've watched my other videos, you've seen it before. Then we've actually got one that is a little more interesting, and I think I've got to read this front one, which says... Nope, that definitely doesn't look like English. Here we go. Luminous Armor. So I think I've looked at this before, but it's not half bad if you're running a straight up Haos deck. It is a 4 cost +900 to a Haos Bakugan, so it is a specific boost. Since it is cheap at 4, it's not that bad, although there is the +11 I think for 5, which is just a straight up better Haos support, but it is a little more costly, of course. So getting into this, we've got to get these guys out. Again, I struggle the most with these in particular normally. So we'll get Serpenteze out, and then we'll work on getting Pegatrix out of here. And wow, we popped him out so hard he went flying and popped open. So that's one way to get Serpenteze out of there, and Pegatrix come out without any hassle at all. So since Serpenteze is already open, we'll take a quick look at the Ventus Serpenteze design. If you watched my I think it was last video or first video, I can't remember which one I did of these in the Wave 3, but we had the Nillious version of this, which was actually not a bad design, but I think I am partial to the Ventus design so far for Serpentines in Core, which has some very nice stylistic marks to it with the green and light green. I do wish there was a little more defining feature with these, as light green design and just straight up green design isn't always the best thing in the world, and they always kind of look like little watermelons, which is personally kind of cute to me. But that's a lot of fun, so we'll put him off to the side for the moment while we take a quick look at Pegatrix. So Darkest Pegatrix has some epic green accents on it, and I love that about this. This one definitely is one of my favorite designs for it. We've got the Aurelis one. I'm not as big a fan of its design and colors, since it's kind of bland. Haos, I want to get one of those too, but that's also coming in, I believe, the Black Turtle 3-pack for Wave 3. So I don't really want to buy it in the Wave 1 cores, as that would kind of be pointless. Sorry, get my English straight for once. Kind of be pointless. So this one definitely going to keep, as I love these like Pegatrix designs, and any duplicates I do have, I will probably look at trading or selling or something in the future to other Australians, preferably, as shipping costs will become much easier then. So that actually came out really easy. So we have the, wow, okay, this is, yeah, definitely not going to be the easiest thing in the world. It's even got little hands that fold down, but they're not on any kind of automatic axis. So we have the Ultra Haos Nillious. I always find it's better if you put these on a little bit of an angle to get a good look at them. I do actually like Haos's designs because everything kind of stands out on them really nicely and works quite well on it. And this tail design is actually pretty cool. So we'll leave that in here, probably around, I'm trying to work out how this should actually sit, because realistically it should kind of sit up on its legs, but it just it kind of doesn't, because it needs its tail support to really sit down, and you don't really get that, so it's kind of got to sit back by the looks of it. No, its arms are on a little pusher, I think there. Interesting, very interesting. So we'll leave this here, and I'll take a quick look at the instructions while you guys admire the beauty that is Nillious. So looking at this, it looks like, of course, arms at first, heads at second. Very, very not simple looking at this for me right now, but it looks like I might be able to get the hang of it. It's 12 steps apparently. So we're just going to make do with what we've kind of got here. So if I am even partially correct, these have to fold like right up like this, and then go in to kind of sit like that. Then we want to move on to, after we get the head pieces down, it looks like the tail is next, which is a surprise because I would have thought the legs were. So I think, yeah, so the tail then comes kind of right up. The legs will kind of come up and in a little bit, which is very, very interesting design choice, to be honest. But it looks like the tail should kind of come around and bring the legs up or something. I'm not really sure about this, because that, oh, there we go. It kind of felt like that shouldn't have went, but it did, so it did kind of go. So the feet will kind of slide up and in. His head will kind of go up and in. This is very, very weird to me, to be honest. I have not felt a design like this very much, so very, very interesting. Trying to look for any kind of way that this could slot together. So that kind of is meant to go something like that. Alright, this is going to be a little harder than I thought. Let me just move out of the way of this camera here a little bit so I can get my hands around it a little bit better. Alright, so if I think I've got the legs into where they need to go. It's just this tail piece and I'm not really sure where it's meant to go. Oh, okay. So the tail is actually, yes, meant to slide back, slide up, slide in, right? And I did already slot the legs kind of in place, and then that closes up. Okay, I worked it out. Okay, so yes, the legs do need to slide up kind of first. That's what gave me the idea. Tail will then kind of pop back and then up, kind of similar to some of the other Bakugan that we've seen that have similar tail designs. I'm not sure where its core thing is. I think it's over here somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll give it a quick go over here somewhere. Alright, come on. Little magnet. If this tablecloth wouldn't move, I'd be in a much better time here, so. Oh, there we go. Alright, he did kind of pop off screen a little bit there, but that's fine. So yeah, it is on its tail, which is awesome. It does just kind of sit like that in the end, once its tail's actually in a correct position. So it does sit up properly, which is nice. Now that we've got it open and closed and stuff, it's going to sit completely properly, which is really cool. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This has been one of my favorite 3-packs so far that we've got at least as far as the ones we've opened. We've still got a few to go in the future, but for now, this has been a lot of fun. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content. Until next time, guys. See ya.